Today I'll be unboxing, mounting, and testing Meshtastic LoraWAN gear from Seed Studio. Alright, solar node and a Wio Tracker. So, looking forward to working with those. So the cool thing about this is you set it up, gets its power from the sun, and it just kind of works. In theory, it's a Meshtastic device powered by LoRa, or I guess LoraWAN. So set it up and you can log onto it with your phone via Bluetooth, I think, and then send messages for a long ways. So let's see what's in the box. Solar panel, it's probably going to be the biggest part of it. Mounting fixture, instructions. So yeah, I'm going to need to figure all this out. Very cool. So here we got the little Wio Tracker unit. It's the Meshtastic and LoRa device. Basically, I think it links up with your phone, allows you to send messages offline a lot further than with just Wi-Fi or whatever. And I got this to use with the solar node because, well, you know, it's not like you can use one by itself. You gotta have two, unless you got friends to talk to. So, yeah, simple little device, which is a good thing. So yeah, I guess you plug the antenna, or screw the antenna in and you use it. Well, it's charged up via USB-C. Appears this doesn't come with a connector, although the solar node came with one, but I don't think this one does by itself. So, but that's okay. I mean, you probably have a USB-C cable somewhere. But we'll let that charge for a while and then hopefully I can play with it. Alright, so let's take another look at this. Hopefully we can put it together. So this is the main unit. Oop. And then some things to hold it on. And this, now I already had some blue stuff on here that I actually took off. So this thing right here. Anyway, but you can do that. So this is a bracket that goes against the circle or whatever. Actually, I have something for that we'll show in just a minute. So, well, show it right now. See you like that. It's going to use some PVC pipe. Got that, and then this, which this is actually it's a clamp thing, but you gotta watch out for it because it's got some sort of release mechanism here, so you can actually slide it through, and then if you want to, you can plug it in here, and then it screws in. Really cool idea. However, it might confuse some people. It did me at first because I was, you know, once I screwed it in, I was trying to unscrew it, and yeah, I didn't quite know what was going on. So just know this is not a normal what do you call this? Steel clamp. Steel zip tie. It's not the normal kind. It's got some sort of release mechanism, which obviously this is could be quite useful just for getting in quickly, and also if you want to put something on there, put it in like, you know, if you got your clamp right there, you know, you just put it in like that and tighten it up. Let's see, got the antenna connector, got the USB-C cable, which is good, although you may or may not need that, and then some extra bolts here. Yeah, that's all we got. So we got a bunch of screws in here, and screws and bolts. Piers are all the same, so that's a nice little manufacturing trick, I guess you'd say. Trick, I mean, you know, sort of like, I saw something online that said, you know, like cheating for an exam by memorizing all the material so it's easy to answer the questions. But it's more like a good technique. Oh, this screw is not the same, so never mind on that. It's kind of a clever little thing here. Let's see. The bottom here and the top here, so I assume this is how that goes. May have to reverse it. We'll just have to see. Cut. You can slide this up and down, which is nice. So good. I'll leave that a little loose for now. I guess this gives you different options, the different holes here, I assume. It's got some washers and some lock washers, so it's a good thing. Doesn't fit quite like you'd hope because it doesn't quite fit through this, but then this interferes with it here. So that might be something, well, okay, it goes through sort of. Might be something they will look at that though, because I'm a little suspicious about it conducting through there. So I don't know, might have to think about that a little bit more, but it's a clever little mounting jig. Of course, this goes on here. I'm gonna take this out for now. It goes on here theoretically after it's attached, but I'm gonna attach it on now. So that's cool, it can go up and down. And again, it says to put this on after the fact. Probably should have locked these down before I locked that down. There we go. Put that right in the middle. So my idea was that I was going to mount this to a tree in my backyard, and actually made this little prototype fixture. So I'm going to use PVC pipe and nail it to a 2x4, part of a 2x4 to offset it a little bit. And this 2x4 represents the wood, or the actual tree. But now you lock it down with the screwdriver. Got that there, and so I set this up, and it should, in theory, last indefinitely. You're supposed to actually plug this into USB-C before you put it out there, so that could be a problem if you put it in the field and it's not actually haven't done that yet. So do that before you put it out there. You know, I went on and on about this and just thought about this. You know, other thing was I was going to mount this huge antenna, because I didn't want to use the little one that came with it, to this as well. Try to figure out how to do this, and then I realized all you really need to do is take this off, forget about this part, and then you can actually screw it directly into a 2x4 and nail the 2x4 onto a tree. At least that's my idea now, so I'm going to disassemble this and put it together. I get rid of that. I won't need that anymore. I'll just take these screws off and nail it to this directly. But it is a nice bracket, so you kind of hate to not use it. And obviously, if you're going to use this antenna that came with it, you could just use the bracket here, and you wouldn't even need to nail it in. You just need to nail, you know, really, you could just nail this in directly to the tree if you wanted to. Setting this up on the 2x4 will allow me to test it on my desk, on my table beforehand, before I actually put it on the tree. So I got that there. Put this right here, and then we'll put it all together. I'll put the holes here, and then I'll be able to put things in easily. So this goes there. And the great thing is, when I'm doing this at my desk, I don't have to climb up with the tree over and over. You know, it's right there, so I can kind of test it out. I think that's, you know, I've had this actually for a little while, and the reason I haven't tested it yet is, first of all, I wasn't sure what kind of a connector to get for the antenna, and also just, you know, actually installation is kind of intimidating. So, you know, get this worked out first, and then I'll put it up there, and it should be a lot easier. Should give me a little more room inside here. Again, you don't have to use this gigantic antenna, but, you know, why not? Pre-plug a few of these. I think they're 3.5-inch wood screws, so basically I'll just put it up on the tree, screw these in, and hopefully it'll be good to go. That's good. All right. So it should be pretty easy to mount. And there we go. Everything's mounted on a nice long antenna. And you know, I could use a longer 2x4, of course, and extend it. You know, really, I think a nice, simple setup. Now, you know, we'll see how it works in practice. I'll set this up in my office and, you know, get it going, I guess. This I will discard. All right, so as you can see here, I've got this this set up in my office, and it's still working pretty well. I don't actually think it had enough power. You can see there the red light is on and the yellow light is on. So I think that means there's some problem with the battery or something. Anyway, I'm going to plug it in and make sure it works before installing it outside. All right, it's plugged in now, and the blue light is blinking. I think, you know, I'm not surprised it's not getting enough power here inside, not facing the light too much. So I'm thinking I'll mount it to that tree right there so that I can hopefully pick it up on Bluetooth and it can still, you know, get some sun and be outside. So all things considered, that was pretty easy to put in there. Just a minute or two of connection, and looks like it, yeah, looks pretty good. So there it is, nicely mounted to the tree. I mean, obviously it's gonna interfere with the signal going behind it, but there's a bunch of trees that way anyway. I can see here it's connected via Bluetooth. So it's at 10% charge now. We'll see if it goes up or if it goes down. But you know, for now, I think that's pretty awesome. Now I had another plan for how to use a mast to slide it up even more, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now and see how it works out. Pretty neat. Sometime later, it appears that the base unit is maintaining its charge nicely, just LoraWANing away as it should. I temporarily set it up to send out an intermittent range testing signal, then set the Wio tracker to the same channel. This allowed me to wander around my neighborhood to see where it could receive a signal. The tracker beeps and I press a button to silence it, allowing me to note where I am. Range was around 900 meters, or about half a mile in my semi-wooded suburban area. The range doesn't seem too bad for a little handheld unit, though I could mount my base higher and likely extend things out. Thanks to Seed Studio for sending me this gear to try out, and I'm looking forward to further experimentation. Thanks so much for watching. This is Jeremy Cook, signing off.